Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, my name is DJ, doing what I do, sitting back here on a Monday, chilling. And actually, it's not Monday, but that's my catchphrase. And of course, I'm sticking to it. All right, so like I say, I'm enjoying, taking you guys on the ride as I'm on my way to my training. And I can get to rap to y'all a little bit while I'm on my way. Okay, so today I want to talk about, again, something that I was talking about on one of my shorts. Check out my shorts. And it's about the your curriculum at your school. So I had a guy, and I forget if he hit me up on Facebook or whatever, but he raised the debate of certain things, certain techniques or moves or strikes or whatever that should be taken out of the curriculum at a self-defense school. So, and by the way, we're talking about, particularly today, self-defense, okay? We ain't talking about, Taekwondo. I'm representing my Taekwondo school today. I do a lot of shit. We ain't talking about like Taekwondo or Kung Fu or, your traditional martial arts. We talking about just your self-defense, okay? Of course, I have a Krav Maga school, but whatever self-defense you do, we talking about self-defense. We ain't talking about, your complete martial arts program, okay? So he thinks that certain things should be not included in your self-defense school's curriculum. Particularly, I think he was talking about the round kick, believe it or not. He was talking about the round kick. He didn't think that the round kick should be in the self-defense curriculum, okay? But we don't have to stop at the round kick. We can talk about the round kick, the hook kick, hell, the spinning hook kick, the side kick, and there's probably some complicated strikes that we can talk about. All those things are things that he doesn't think should be in the curriculum. And he gave 3 reasons why. Well, the first reason why he doesn't think those things can be in the curriculum is because, they are too complicated, okay? He thinks they're too complicated, and things that are too complicated shouldn't be in your self-defense curriculum because you can't really, you won't be able to really do them under stress, but you won't be able to do them in general if they're too complicated. The second reason why he didn't think they should be in the curriculum is because the average person can't do them. Okay, the average person can't do those things. Okay, although I think the average person can do a round kick, but y'all get my point. Okay, and then the third reason he didn't think they should be in the curriculum is because they was unlikely to be used in a self-defense, self-protection, scenario. Okay, so those are the 3 reasons. Now y'all gonna have to remember those 3 because I don't have my notes. I'm driving. You may have my notes. I'm looking at it, so I'm winging this. All right. So I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons why he's wrong, and they should be in your curriculum. Okay. I'm probably gonna go 4. Sometimes 3. I always give 3, sometimes 4. I'm gonna try to stick with 3, but today I think I'm gonna go 4. Okay. All right. So the first reason why I think that he's wrong. One of the reasons why he said that they shouldn't be in your curriculum is because the moves are too complicated. Okay? Here's my thing. I don't care what you do. I don't care if it's something really, really basic. Okay? It's complicated at first. When you first learn to pivot on the base leg foot when you're throwing a round kick, it's complicated. Okay? When you first learn how to do a buck trap and roll, when you're on the ground, it's complicated. Hell, when you first learn how to throw a punch and turn your fist over right at the last second, it's complicated, okay? As you start practicing and getting better and better and better, it starts becoming less complicated. until it's natural, okay? So it really depends on how much a person gonna be practicing, you know? Now, I will concur that the average person taking self-defense is not practicing a lot, okay? So since they don't practice a lot, they don't perfect those more complicated moves because they don't practice a lot, you know? But if they practice more, then those things that seem complicated will be not as complicated or even not complicated at all, okay? So that is about a person's willingness to practice. And look, you gotta practice, man. You know, like my dad said, practice, practice, practice. And when you're done practicing, practice some more. You gotta practice. I mean, you know, people come in and you know, I tell my students all the time that, you know, if you coming in once a week and twice a week and you ain't practicing, yeah, you'll be once a week or twice a week better, but you're not gonna be nearly as good as you could be if you practice more. You have to practice. So that's my thing about taking out things as complicated, you know, because then it won't be as complicated if they practice, okay? The second reason I'm saying that he's wrong is he said the average person can't do those moves, okay? Well, before we even talk about that, what are you talking about when you say the average person, okay? Because are you saying that the average person is not athletic? Because you got a lot of athletic people out here. Some people are, some people aren't. Are you saying the average person is not flexible? Because you got some flexible people out here. You know, some people are, some people aren't, okay? What are you talking about? How is your school set up? Do you teach senior citizens? You know, then the average student that you have, you know, is over 50, you know, then maybe they can't do a double leg takedown, you know. But is the average student you have 18, 19, 20, you know? In my school, they're all over the place. I got some 16, matter of fact, I got some 12-year-olds, all the way up to 70-year-olds, okay? So what do you talk about average, right? I mean, if I take things out because my 70-year-olds can't do it, what am I doing for my 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds? They can do it, okay? So you have to have a broad curriculum if you have a broad amount of students, because some students are going to be able to do things that other students can't do, and you don't want to discriminate against any of them. Hey man, I'm not going to teach you this move that I know you can do because you're super athletic, but I'm not going to teach it to you because the rest of the students can't do it. Well, that shit ain't right. You know, he might end up being an excellent round kicker, spinning hook kicker, and you know, shunt his growth because the person standing next to him couldn't do it. You know, that's you got to include that. That's why you have to have a broad curriculum. So no, when you say average person, what are you talking about? Makes sense? You know, my students are all over the place. Okay, you gotta know your own students. Maybe at this guy's school, you know, his students are fitting a certain, you know, box or whatever. But at my school and self-defense schools that I visited throughout the country, it's a broad spectrum. Okay. I go to the third reason. The third reason, he said that it won't come up in a self-protection or self-defense scenario. Okay. Again, I disagree. Listen, if you, like Bruce Lee say, I don't fear the guy who knows 5,000 kicks, I fear the guy who knows one kick 5,000 times. So if you practice a round kick to the head 5,000 times and you get in a situation, you're going to throw that round kick, okay? For sure, okay? If you practice a spinning hook kick 5,000 times and you get in a situation, as soon as you get the opportunity, you're going to throw that spinning hook kick. and so on and so on and so on. Okay. Now, of course, at first you may just practice your front kick, 5,000 times. Then you get that down. Then because sometimes the front kick might not be available, you practice your round kick 5,000 times. You practice your side kick 5,000 times, and you get more and more things in your repertoire. Makes sense? The more I'm working on my triangles. I haven't been able to. I got the Jeep, so I did the Jeep sign. I haven't been able to get my triangles because I got to do it 5,000 times. Once I do it 5,000 times, if I get into a grappling situation, I'm probably going to throw that triangle up instinctively. Make sense? So, yes, all of these things can come up in a self-defense scenario if you practice, okay? Practice. When you're done practicing, practice some more, okay? So that's 3 things that debunks history things. Now I'm going to give you 4. It's fun. Look, it's fun, man, learning these crazy, jump spinning joints and all this type of stuff. We don't teach jump spinning hook kicks, and I'll tell you why, but it's fun. Now, why do you have to include things that are fun in something as serious as a self-defense class? Because if it's not fun, if it's not interesting, then you'll just stop, okay? You got to learn, you got to put those things in your curriculum to keep the interest up, okay? Because once somebody becomes uninterested, then, they'll stop wanting to train. You got to change the monotony a little bit. You got to change, you got to do certain things. You could maybe take your students outside, train them in the snow, or train them on the beach, or, you got to do different stuff. Now, here's the thing. And I'm gonna end with this because I don't want my videos to be too long. If I get to babble, I'm just driving and talking. Your instructor has to be good at teaching all of those things, because a lot of self-defense instructors aren't really proficient in those intricate things because they haven't taken any other arts. And those are the first ones that say this shouldn't be in there, that shouldn't be in there, because they can't do it. Makes sense? But if you have an instructor that is good at teaching other things, maybe they're good at, triangles or omoplatas or spinning hook kicks or jump side kicks and stuff like that, then they can sneak those things in their curriculum. I'm not saying all those things may be in your self-defense curriculum, but that's a 4th reason it keeps your students, interested. All right? Okay, so I'm not going to repeat everything I just said normally. I try. No, I can't do it. I don't have my notes. So y'all just want to go with what I said, rewind the joint back, listen to it. But those are 4 reasons why you should keep those things in your curriculum. And you got to have a curriculum, man. You got to have a curriculum, all right? But at the end of the day, whatever you're going to do it to the best of your ability, all right? Peace. I'm out. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, comment. All right, I want to hear what your thoughts is about this, and subscribe. I'm done trying to get a lot of subscribers, but I like for people to get the message that I'm trying to give. All right, peace. I'm out.